What's going on, everybody? As always, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet. We're coming in here. We're going to get ready to play Texas A&M. See what we can do. We're up to 23 in the nation now again. It's been a rough one. I thought we almost lost last week too, but we found a way to get the victory.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Aggies offense will take the field first. It felt like a victory for all of college football when these two met for the first time since 2011, a game that we called, and just last year, Texas showed that resilience, went into Kyle Field, and just as they had done in the previous meeting, they walked out of Aggie land with a W.
Well, Texas ran the football last year. They were dominant up front. Quintravion Wisener had a career day with 186 rushing yards. Remember that great Arch Manning run early in the game for a touchdown as well? They were doing it all sorts of ways. And you know, coming into this one, David, they're going to want to get that ground game established.
And you know Coach Elko, like, who is a physical, tough, defensive-minded coach, the head coach for Texas A&M. He's talking about that. Like, you guys got bludgeoned up front. You got beat down. They got a couple turnovers in the red area. Otherwise, that game would have been even worse. They scored on defense, not on offense. A&M has a lot to prove in this game from what happened last time they faced each other.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Dropping back, it's Reed. He's going to let.
Why are you getting torched? Thank you. Alright, that's cool. You get torched. I'll take that.
What a start by this defense. That is exactly what you need, man. They've been a little bit hit or miss. They've been a little bit up and down. But to start the game on a high note, get the good mojo going, great start for this defense.
To the ground with the back. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Guys, when you really take a look at Texas, a big-name running back, always a great get in the recruiting world. 4-star running back they got last week. Seems as if he'll fit in nicely here.
Oh, he's going to be a great fit. I mean, when you get a...
Oh, he's got some space.
The hell's the flag on? Holding? Come on. We can't be doing that.
So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's 2nd down. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. There's a live football. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Offensive players, when they got the ball in their hand, they're trying to make plays, right? Trying to make you miss. There's nothing better than closing that gap and sticking that head right in that guy's chest and causing a fumble.
And it's incomplete.
Can't be holding and then turn the ball over. Come on.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Gonna run it. It's Moss. Runs through a tackle. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. DKR heating up and trying to make 3rd down impossible here. Time to take a shot. Big guy smells it. Gets out of bounds.
Why don't our zones drop that far?
Got it 1st and goal. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Dropping back, it's Reed. Get it out on the screen. Touchdown, Aggies. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick work on that.
That was just tough. Like, we got the pick, but we fumbled after a holding call, which set us back.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something.
Throw it away.
Those turnovers can be contagious.
I thought we were sacked.
Excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air.
Why can't we hold on to the ball today?
This is some physical pass defense.
This defensive coaching staff, they love their secondary, and they love the matchups they have. They believe they've got 5 guys at least back there that can cover one-on-one. You saw a great example of it there on 3rd down, forcing the incompletion.
That pass not close as he got.
Better figure this shit out or we're going to lose.
4th down. He'll take it on the return. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Reed. Looking to the big tight end.
That's just slow user.
To throw that one in there.
I reacted way too late. Way too freaking late on that.
At the 36. That kind of play will send a surge of energy through your offense. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 40. To the air on 1st down. Wide open downfield. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Aggies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Quick pass on the fly motion. Oh, better look out. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. Texas A&M ready to go with another 1st down. Leaves it with the running back. Spins away from the defense. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Guys, let's take a minute here and talk about Texas A&M. I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting 4-star defensive linemen gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of these guys, man. And they're excited because you got to play so many defense.
Touchdown, Aggies! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these 2 guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these 2 guys have been repping in practice over and
Gotta
over
lock
and
in.
over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Motion from the back. Wants to throw. It's Manning. Lofts one high and deep. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on 1st down. Did Bevo really get his name after altering a brand on his backside put there by Texas A&M students? So many questions to answer since 1894, guys.
And that's what's so cool about
A little bit of something there.
Back and forth and who did what. Going all the way back to 1894, Reese's 1st birthday. What an amazing rivalry.
There have been a lot of good players during that stretch, too. Think about Ricky Williams from the Horns, Johnny Manziel, Texas A&M. So many great coaches have patrolled the sidelines in this rivalry for years.
These 2 guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practiced, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
They'll move the wide receiver. Going to sling it on 2nd down. Makes the grab. It's Wingo. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. The Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. Give to the back. Got enough for the first. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
They just have not been able to get this guy going. They've thrown it to him over and over again here in the first quarter, and QB and him just not able to link up. The defense knew that was where this guy was going to be looking, but these two, they've got to find a way to get on the same page.
Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. Looking for a man. It's Manning. Plucks it out of the air. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
Really nice job by the defense there. You're trying to force the quarterback to throw the football in front of you and allow
I don't know what I did.
to square up and make a tackle out in space. You got to force the ball
Okay, good.
to do something special after the catch. Not able to do it there. So really nice tactic by the defense.
At least get points on the board.
Touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Caught over the middle. It's Craver. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. One big play, and now they've got it at the 42-yard line on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Wilson.
Man, this guy is so dynamic.
Can't be giving that up.
Get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Great protection, and down the middle it goes.
You fucking kidding me with this game?
He was loose and setting sail, and they stop him at the 6-yard line. Single. Let's go. Makes the grab. Touchdown, Aggies. The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. And with the extra point, they push the
So
lead
we got to
out.
rally back. This is annoying.
We reach the break, and
We get no pressure.
Sam leads it. Man, that was
And then he just sits in the pocket for 17 minutes.
Let's take a look at the stats before we move on.
They're killing us on the pass.
Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create.
Thank you. I had to click on that.
The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. And this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities.
Hold on to
Like
the fucking
David's
ball.
idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
The Longhorns come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Back to throw, it's Manning. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. And the Longhorns in a good spot here with 2nd and short. He's got his man across the middle. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. He wants to throw it again. Got it in the middle, it's Moore. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. The Longhorns had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Beck's going for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score.
Down 11. As pending the extra point, we're down 11.
Big time touchdown there to get some much needed momentum.
You got to find something, right? Who you going to go to make that big play to get you back into it? You're not back in it yet. It's not tied. You're not there yet, but you're starting to inch back into it and get some momentum going.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Got the quick pass. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. It's Reed. Looking to the big tight end.
Who the hell's... Why are you letting him go? You're in man.
On that play, and they find their way to the 36. A&M comes back out with another first down. Looking to throw on first down.
Come on, Muhammad. You got to pick that.
Had it right in his hands for the pick, and I believe he might have been thinking about those big plays he's known for. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Single back formation, and they give it to him. They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line.
Get a stop, please. Please, please, please. We need a stop.
Splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it. And
That's going to be wide fucking open.
Grab near the marker. It's Wilson. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver comes in motion. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Turning it on.
Can we not tackle? What are we doing?
Running gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. The Aggies can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The give to the back.
That's on me.
Headed to the end zone. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. Texas A&M will line up with a 1st and goal. Tight end now in motion. Trying to run it in. He's going for the goal line.
They're kicking my ass. This is ridiculous.
Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was
Annoyed is an understatement, guys.
wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Trying play action. Quickly out to the tight end. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. And the Longhorns come to the line in the hurry-up.
It's way too early in the game to say this is a must score, but man, you've dug yourself an early hole, and this offense needs to capitalize. You're not getting the football after the half, so create some momentum now while you can.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? To the air, it's Manning. Oh, he makes the catch. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain. The Longhorns really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Snagged in the middle, it's Wingo. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. Would they go for a big play on 1st and 10? He might want another play. Sends it back in motion. Wants to throw on 1st down. Back open in the middle. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. The Longhorns can really attack on this 2nd and short. Leaves it with the back. He stopped at the 32-yard line. Pick up a 5 on the play, and it'll be a first down.
And that's a good 2nd down run. Commit to the running game. Run the football. Great gain. Great job by the offensive line. Keep it rolling.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Off play action. With the catch, it's Wingo. And the Longhorns come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll try to run for it. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
And I just love when guys know exactly where the sticks are. You could tell ran with purpose, finished through the sticks, and got just enough for the first down.
And a nice job up front too, right? Good communication. Everybody knew where they had to go, hat on a hat, work the double teams, and get some push.
Man, they could have flipped that field in a hurry, right? They've given up some yards. They're sitting in their own red zone. A chance to make a big play. Yeah, he could have made that interception and could have flipped this field.
And he drops it. Just took his eye.
Why can't we catch this ball?
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. Smashes it between the uprights. That pulls them to within 15, 28-13 the score.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on.
This is just a terrible showing.
But nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Gets the back moving. Looking to throw, it's Reed. Grabbed behind the line, it's Moss. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And the Aggies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to fire on 2nd down. They've got the screen set up. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on 3rd down in DKR. Running to the left. Finding open areas. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Moore. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. Looking to throw on first down. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Pass is
Had to send it.
incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, the Lone Star Showdown is among the most bitter rivalries in football, and so far today, these two have really butted heads. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting...
If we could have found a way to get a touchdown there at halftime, that would have been huge.
The chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy.
He's on the loose.
Let's go.
And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
You can't start the second half any better than that. You're trying to come out of the locker room. You're trying to create some momentum. Taking the first kick of the third quarter back for a touchdown, that is exactly what this head coach was looking for from his players.
Right back into this thing.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Trying to set the tone with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Dropping back, it's Reed. Dumps it off in the flats. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They come to the line, facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout.
We were right back into this thing until I don't know where any of my deep blues were. I had one that was trailing, but where's the guys in the middle of the field?
Ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies. The Aggies in position to say goodbye to Texas University. So long to the orange and the white as they build the lead.
It's been Gig'em here. They're pulling away, just making more plays, and it seems like at the opportune moment, they're the team that's stepping up.
And they're loving this. The A&M fan base that is just loving giving it to their rival Texas. If they could finish this one off, these people will go insane.
Here comes the Texas offense. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. He lets it fly. Another
I didn't see him.
That's number 17 on the year. Got room on the return. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
I love when people start to understand what we're doing defensively. If they're going to pass the football and that's where they're going to live, well, I'm going to live in dime. I'm going to bring more defensive backs on the field so I can cover more of these speed guys that they have out there. Great job by the defensive back, breaking on the football, making the INT, making the DC look very smart.
They'll run play action. Fires into the end zone.
Why are we playing behind the guy?
And the pummeling has started. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys. But
Like, I don't get this game.
up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David. So this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. To the air, it's Fanning. Got his man quickly. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. The Longhorns with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. Quick completion on the out. He gets it past the 30, and they'll get him out of bounds at the 32.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. If the quarterback's a
Told me I
little
should have hit B.
target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. So now it's 2nd and long. Off the boot, looking for his man. Fires to the big fella. He's out across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and execution continues to be key.
Well, nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
Wants to throw it. Snagged out of the air. And he's ruled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. And the Longhorns are marching down the field. Looking downfield on first down. Throws to the tight end. It's caught. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Throws for the tight end. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Under fire.
Why are you throwing so far in front of them?
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Motion from the wide receiver. Off the play fake on first down.
What? Why won't you let me switch? This game is driving me fucking insane.
Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and
Like, that was a pick all day, but it wouldn't let me click on the guy I wanted to.
catch in the middle. It's Bussy. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. The Aggies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking for space. It's Moss. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Texas A&M back to work with another first down. To the air on first down. Here's a heat. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
I think he's showing you his experience on that decision right there. There was nothing open, so don't try to force it into coverage. You've got the lead. If it's not there, just throw it away. The head coach loves to see his quarterback make that kind of decision.
Just keeps picking up the tough yards and gets it down to the 26.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing there.
And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down. And the Aggies pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Using his feet.
I love how their quarterbacks don't
And
pump.
it brings up 2nd and 9.
And you could tell that the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, Not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in a fourth quarter game.
He's up to 57 yards rushing in this one and within striking distance of a 1,000-yard season. This time the defense was ready and they stop him in his tracks.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Bussy.
Fucking quick switch shit is annoying.
Not sure you could get much closer,
Let me
but
do what I
it'll be
want to do.
first and goal. The Aggies started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. They'll move the tight end. Power ahead. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Gets it out quickly. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Finding it tough to make positive yardage now. Third and goal from the 2. Wide receiver going in motion. Slams it ahead. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into fourth
Finally,
down.
some sort of stop.
They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. And this will be a short one from about 21 yards out. Good, right down the boulevard. And now the lead is even bigger. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. He'll bring it out. It's Gibson.
Go down a mile.
Increase in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Scanning the field, it's Manning. Pressure coming. It's complete to the left.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Going over the top. And the incomplete pass, taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow.
Oh, he's got some space. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0.
We went out of bounds.
Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So first down, we'll open up the final period. Wants to throw again. Unloads to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Release to the back. This time it's complete. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. The Longhorns are flying down the field. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw on first down. He's got an open man. We've seen this from this sophomore. So dangerous after he makes the grab.
And there's no quit in this team. Obviously, they're trailing late in the game, but they're trying to make it happen. We've seen 2 big plays now, back-to-back. They're putting pressure on this defense.
To throw, it's Manning. Back's got it. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. The Longhorns are in the hurry-up. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Longhorn!
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
Flushed out of the pocket. He makes it in for the deuce, and now it's a 14-point game. They go 83 yards on the drive. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll send the back in motion. On the option. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Just got one on that last run. Now 2nd and 9 from their own 26. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. He'll pull it down. He was able to squirt free and pick up just a few on that one.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Working that wide receiver screen.
Gotta get this back.
Stop about 4 yards short of the first down. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. All the way back to the 15. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Back to pass. It's Manning. Fires to the wideout. It's picked off. That's 18.
As soon as we get the fucking ball back, we turn it up. This is...
Return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it first
I
down.
don't understand why everybody crashes in.
Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Powers through the defender. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for room. It's Moss. Did everything he could to discard the tacklers, but he was just able to get back to where he started. DKR heating up and trying to make 3rd down impossible here. Bringing the heat. Short gain on the play before he slides.
Great job rallying to the football by this defense. 3rd down, QB's trying to extend the play, but great team speed on defense, now setting up 4th.
57 yards out, and he powers it through the uprights. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Here comes the heat. Grabbed over the middle. It's Wingo. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Longhorns in a good spot here with 2nd and short.
Get set, get set.
Back to pass. Fires to the tight end. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. The Longhorns want to move quickly. Off the play fake on first down. Fires to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
No, and that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Snags it at the 30 and still running. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Texas!
What a massive play for the offense. And sometimes when you're calling it deep in your own end, you're expecting man coverage or at least a one-on-one to the outside of the field, and that's what they had. The quarterback put air under it. The receiver shows off his speed. They make the catch, and it's not just a big first down. It's a touchdown. That is a momentum-changing play.
They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Oh, the ball's out. And the ball is going to land out of bounds. They'll maintain possession and pick up a few yards in the process. Oh, they are breathing a sigh of relief after that recovered fumble. Pulls it and fires to the left. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive.
I got stuck.
Breaks into the open. He gets enough for the first down. Crowd is silent. Chains are moving. Clock still going. And the Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give and tick, 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 tick. Stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Tried to put a little move on him, and it didn't help much. Might as well keep pounding that rock at this point in the game, even though it's 2nd and 12. Looking downfield, it's Reed. Catch in the middle, it's Smith. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. The give is to Smith. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And how frustrating is that? You're that running back. Where were you supposed to go? There was absolutely no lane for him on that play.
They punted away on 4th down. And that is just about a perfect punt as he pins them deep inside the 10-yard line. First play of the drive will come from the 9-yard line. Making side adjustments here. Wants to throw on 1st down. He's going up top here late in the game. He's got it down the left. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running.
It won't let me freaking do anything because of that.
Trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. I'm sure these guys on offense dreamed of this situation. Big stage, time winding down, desperately needing a score. Well, now they can make those dreams reality. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Second down, he'll throw it. Throws to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Wingo. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. Looking for a man. It's Manning. Finds his tight end. Carrying the ball with an edge and hammering his way to the 40. Offense will use a timeout with 28 ticks remaining. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
He wants to throw it. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Gonna try to get it himself. Got all he needed for the 1st down, and then he gets down on the slide. And the Longhorns want to crank the tempo. Off play action on 1st down. The offense coughs it up, and they were on the move. And the offense gets the ball back. How lucky are they? 5 points.
I hate this game.
Tight. The latest edition of
Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet. Until next time.